Hello, my name is Manny Caulk, your Fayette County Public Schools Serving Superintendent. And this is Talks with Caulk, a weekly video program designed to provide timely and accurate information about current topics on the minds of our employees, students, families, and community at large. From the day our schools closed last March in response to the arrival of COVID-19 in Kentucky, we have been looking forward to welcoming our students back to our campus. Our employees have completely reinvented the way we deliver services to our students and families. And our students and families have been our partners every step of the way. Being a part has made connections more important for all of us. And we have found ways to continue to stay engaged and learning together virtually. But nothing can replace the magic of being together in the classroom. That's why we're so excited that beginning the week of October 19th, elementary schools throughout our district will be moving forward with plans to provide targeted services for small groups of students. Our next step will be to phase in services at our middle and high schools. Those offerings will look different at each school, but we are all operating under the district guidelines for health and safety. That includes masks, hand washing, temperature checks, and health screenings, social distancing, and increased cleaning. Today, I'm joined by Faith Thompson, our Chief of Elementary Schools, one of the district leaders who work side by side with our principals and teachers to develop plans to best serve our students, families, and employees. Faith, thank you for being here to help answer a few of the questions about targeted services.
Thank you, Superintendent Caulk, for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to provide additional information regarding targeted services to our stakeholder groups.
When schools are providing targeted services, they'll be serving small groups of students. Can you explain a little bit about those limits?
Sure. The Kentucky Department of Education has provided all districts guidelines for schools to provide targeted services for students. So at the discretion of the school, 15% of the building level capacity. We can serve at 15% of the building level capacity. In addition, each classroom can only have 15 individuals. That includes the adults. Targeted services also can only extend up to 2 hours.
How are students being selected for participation in targeted services?
Good question. I really liken that selection process a bit like the school's comprehensive school improvement plans, in the sense that each school has been asked to develop their targeted service student groups based upon student needs. So they are diligently analyzing school data to determine which students need the services the most. And based upon that data, I do want to stress that this is a data-informed decision-making process. So based upon that data, students are being selected to participate in targeted services.
Now, in preparation for our return to in-person instruction, the district has developed health and safety protocols that will be implemented consistently in our schools. Can you tell our audience about some of those procedures and explain why school-level involvement has been so important in this process?
It's very important for schools to really delve deeply, because every school is different. Every school's building layout is very different. So there are some general guidelines in the sense, district guidelines in the sense of the things that you mentioned: social distancing, mask wearing, hand washing, sanitizing, things of that nature that are commonplace. But every school is going to have 6 feet placards on the flooring so that students can remain 6 feet apart, because again, our utmost priority is the safety of our students.
Thank you, Faith. Our students will certainly benefit from the tremendous efforts happening throughout our district. I know our families will join me in thanking you and the rest of our employees for all you're doing to help us achieve the goal of safely returning to in-person learning. Now, I want to encourage anyone with additional questions regarding your child or how your school will implement targeted services to reach out to your school. District and school leaders are working side by side, but the best point of contact is always going to be at the school level. Now, as we close, I want to share some additional information about our preparations for the implementation of in-person learning, possibly phasing in at the elementary level the week of November 2nd. Now, our district and schools have been preparing and planning for reopening since March, which has included everything from the process of ordering more than 509,000 pieces of PPE to preparing facilities with plexiglass barriers, floor markings, added cleaning supplies, thermometers, and thermal cameras. Our team has developed instructional plans and created health and safety processes and protocols to guide every step of the school day. I want to thank all of our employees and families who have already completed surveys to give us their current thinking about returning to in-person learning with the hybrid model. Be sure to check your email for messages and continue to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram in order to stay up to date on the latest news. I look forward to connecting with you during the next Talks with Caulk. And remember, we are better together.